In this video, I'm going to be teaching you guys the Queen Charge Hybrid Attack Strategy and TH11 to help you crush any base with this strategy. So here is the army composition that we are going to be using throughout the video. If you don't have the frozen arrow or the action figure, you can switch them with either the healer puppet or the magic mirror. They are fairly interchangeable, so use the equipments that you have. Now let's jump into the first example. We're going to be starting things off with obviously a Queen Charge. We will use a Coco Loon to test for any traps before deploying our healers. We mainly want to set up the pathing for our hybrid with this, and take down enemy CC. I will use a super wall breaker here to give my queen access into the base. Make sure to use a few troops like Baby Dragon to funnel your queen inside the base, as we don't want her to walk on the outside. Now you mainly want to keep your queen alive for the entire attack, and the frozen arrow is perfect for this, as it helps to slow down the defenses. Here I will use a rage spell on her. Make sure to deploy the rage between your queen and healers to rage up the healers too in order to get additional healing from them. As the enemy CC comes out, I will use a poison spell on it to deal with it. Now here I will use a jump spell to give the queen further access into the base, and use a rage on her to keep her alive. Now as you can see here, our Queen Charge has set up a really nice L-shaped pathing for our hybrid. Now here I will use my king paired with the siege barracks to clear these outside defenses, to keep my hybrid inside the base. Now we will use all of our miners, hog riders along with the Grand Warden, to crush through the remaining base. We want to use an early heal spell on our hybrid to keep them alive, especially in the areas where there is a lot of splash damage, like the bomb tower or giant bombs. Now as you can see here, I had used mass hog riders in the CC, which joined up with the main army after the siege barracks popped. Now here I will use my second heal spell, since there's a bomb tower in this area, which can do a ton of damage to my army. And as you can see here, we have absolutely wrecked this base, and we still have the Warden ability left. If you keep your queen alive for the entire attack, you will almost never fail with this strategy. Now let's dive into the next example. Now in this base, I will start my Queen Charge from this 2 o'clock side, since it's the nearest side to the enemy CC. I will drop a test loon before deploying all of my healers. We want to make sure that our queen walks into the base, hence we will use a few troops like Sneaky Goblins or Baby Dragon to make funnel for her. Now our queen can keep clearing out defenses and work in towards the enemy CC. Now that enemy CC comes out, I will use a rage on the queen and a poison spell on the CC troops to deal with them. Now we will use a jump spell to give our queen access into the core of the base. If something like a single inferno locks onto her, make sure to use a freeze spell to protect her, as we want to keep her alive throughout the entire attack. Now that the pathing is set, we can shift our focus onto the hybrid now. We will use our king and siege barracks to clear these outside trash buildings. Now we will use our main army of miners and hog riders along with the Grand Warden to take down the rest of the base. We will use our first heal spell early, since there is a multi-inferno. And I will use the second heal spell near this bomb tower compartment, so that I can save the Warden ability for the back end. Here my king's ability gets auto-used, and cleared out a bunch of trash buildings with the spiky ball. Now let's use the Grand Warden's ability to protect all of our miners and hog riders. And since we kept the queen alive for the entire attack, and set up a really nice pathing for our hybrid, there is nothing that could stop our hybrid from wrecking the entire base. And we are good to go with an easy 3-star on this base. Now let's jump into the final example. Now here I will start the Queen Charge from this 10 o'clock side. Use a Coco Loon to test for traps before deploying the healers. We will use some Sneaky Goblins and Baby Dragon to funnel her into the base, and use a super wall breaker break that wall for her. Now we just need to keep her alive and wait for her to set up the pathing and take down the CC. We will use a freeze spell on this single inferno to keep her alive and moving. Here we will use a rage spell on her, since there's a bunch of damage because of those 2 expos. Now let's use the jump spell to get her inside the core of the base. Here I had to use a freeze spell, or else the rocket loons could kill my queen. And we will use the poison spell on the funnits. Now unfortunately here, that air defense locks onto our healers, and I had no freeze spells left to counter that. So I just used a rage spell on the queen, and used her ability to keep her alive, but at this point she was going to die anyway, because she had no healers left. But we have already taken down the enemy CC and set up the pathing, so we should be good. Now I will use my king and siege barracks to clear these outside trash buildings, and start my hybrid from this 12 o'clock side. I will save my heal spells for now, since there is not much splash damage here. Now the Hog Riders from the CC also joined up with our main push, and the King and the P.E.K.K.A from the Siege Barracks helped to keep everything inside the base. Now we can use our first heal spell near this bomb tower to keep everything alive. We will use the second heal spell over here, so that we don't have to use the Warden ability just yet. Now we can use the Warden's ability to protect our troops. And as you can see here, we still have the King's ability left, and we easily managed to triple this base without any problem, even though my Queen died early. As long as you do the Queen charge properly, and set up a good pathing for your hybrid, you should have no problem crushing any base with this strategy. With how strong this strategy is, you should easily be able to triple any base with this, if used properly. And that's going to be it for today's video. If you enjoyed, make sure to leave a like, and subscribe to my channel for more attack strategy guides coming in the future. With that, I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.